Hey guys, it's Morgan coming back to you with a really quick video, but an important video to me. We just finished up the race season for 2021. I honestly had the best results and the most fun I've ever had in a single season racing. My kids raced a ton. My wife got really into coming to races. Everything was really a great time this year. And I really want to just take this time of this video to say a huge thank you to all the people who have sponsored us and helped us out. Now, I try to tag everybody in all the Instagram and the Facebook and all that stuff, and I try to mention them when I can during videos. I know all that helps, but I just want to take this video right here, right now. This is really not for my normal viewers. This is for my sponsors. This is for you guys who took the time, spent the money, and spent the effort to help us out racing. And I just want to say thank you very much. And I want to go through all the things and everything they did and why I like them and all that stuff. Because if you normal viewers of our YouTube channel are interested at all, you got to use these products. The guys are just amazing. So I need to start with New Tech, the guys who make Nitro Moose. Jeff Douglas has been supporting me and this shop for a very long time. And I cannot say thank you enough, Jeff. I had an amazing season with absolutely zero flats because I was running Nitro Mooses all year long. I never missed a day of practice or just trail riding. I never missed a race. I never missed a lap, nothing because of a flat. So thank you, Jeff. I just can't say thank you enough. Viewers, if you have ever considered running mooses, please give Nitro Moose a try. It's an amazing company run by an amazing guy. I love their products. Anyway, they're great. We've had trouble in the past with sizing and things like that, but fortunately I was able to talk directly to the owner and we talked back and forth and whatever, and it seems like they've got it figured out. I haven't had any sizing problems in a long time. So Nitro Moose, thank you so much. The next longtime sponsor I have to say thank you to is Bulletproof Designs. They make these beautiful radiator guards and levers that I run on both bikes. Nate Scott, thank you very much. Nate and his crew do an amazing job with Bulletproof Designs. They're here, based in the United States. All the stuff's made in the U.S., anodized in the U.S., machined in the U.S., the whole thing. They make amazing stuff. They have a lifetime warranty. They're incredibly burly. They stand behind everything they do. Again, I never missed a day of riding because of a radiator, anything like that, or levers or any of that stuff. So thank you, Nate. They also make lots of other things, disc guards and things like that. But as you'll see, I use a few different things for disc guards. They also, actually, I forgot, I do need to mention, they make this really super cool brace for the chain guide that helps to keep those tabs from breaking on your KTM. So anyway, huge thank you to Nate. I really appreciate all the help. Next sponsor I'd like to mention is XC Gear, making the Mako 360. Lance and Lisa, you guys are awesome. I cannot thank you enough for all the support, and I also can't thank you enough for the comfort on the bike. Guys, I've run flex bars in the past, and I really like flex bars. XC Gear Mako 360 is another level of comfort. Also, a huge advance in just clearing up the bars. You can see everything stays nice and clean. It's easy to mount, hand guards, either this style or full wrap, whatever. It's just, I like it a lot. It's also a lot lighter, tons of comfort. You can buy whatever polymers you want. You can really custom tune it and make it right. So again, thank you, XC Gear. Thank you, Lance. I really appreciate you. So next, I got to thank DDC Racing. Nate Delaney at DDC Racing for making the best sprockets I've ever used in my life, rear sprockets. It's that style right there. I don't know if it's stainless or whatever kind of steel, but anyway, it's super lightweight, incredibly strong. I ran one for 500 hours once on an old 300 of mine, and it never did wear. I just took it off because I felt like I should. So again, Nate, thank you for all that, keeping our gearing good. Again, never missed a race, never missed a day of riding, anything. And I actually just got to say that I never missed a day of riding or a minute of riding because of any failure on the bike. Zero issues this season. And I think that has a lot to do with these guys who've helped me out, making these things bulletproof. So anyway, thank you guys so much. Carbon Up covers, I have to say thank you to them. They have saved me some serious issues this year. I crashed this motorcycle in an area north of here, hit it. It definitely would have put a hole in it. It poked the gasket out, but I was able to put that back in. If that had been my normal cover, it would have broken it into a million pieces. So thank you, Carbon Up. Thank you so much for that. Enduro Engineering. These guys are absolutely amazing. Enduro Engineering, they've been in the business a very, very long time. You guys have all heard of them. You know about them. They're awesome. They're amazing. Chris Galt has helped me out this year with these flag handguards. I cannot say enough about these handguards. These things are absolutely burly. Every part of them is amazingly strong. I just put new flags on because I wanted to shine the bikes up and make them look nice. But other than that, I ran the same guards the whole season. Never broke anything, never had an issue. So thank you, Enduro Engineering. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. System Tech Racing, the other kind of guards I use for disc guards. Huge shout out to John Bruckbauer at System Tech Racing. He builds front disc guard, rear disc guard, these brake coolers, and also the bleeders that I use. Johnny Bruckbauer, based here in Colorado over in Loveland, and he's a machinist. He makes amazing things. His stuff is amazing. Those disc guards I really like because they are really, really lightweight. They're really, really strong. They do flex side to side, but they take a gnarly hit this way without having any issues, and they slide off a rock, so they don't hang up. I've had aluminum guards on the front before and hit a rock and boop, over the bars I went because it hung up. So big, big thank you to John Bruckbauer. Also, the brake coolers make all the difference in the world with KTM brakes. I can't tell you how many times I've overheated brakes before I started using those. Now I have no problems at all. Brakes don't fade, everything works great. Big shout out to Evans Coolant, Evans waterless coolant. I can't tell you how many times you've saved my butt when I got into really nasty stuff in this 125 racing. I did finally overheat it as I was going up the snowslide trail in the San Isabel race, but because I was running Evans, it didn't all boil out, it quit boiling, and I got to the end of the race with zero issues. I'm not a huge fan of Evans in 4-strokes, but I have to say in a 2-stroke, there's nothing else I'll ever run in my 2-strokes. I always run Evans. Thank you guys so much for the support. It's amazing. Got to give a big shout out to Adventure Spec. They haven't provided anything for the bike, but Patrick Wakurka at Adventure Spec has provided me with gear and amazing jackets. Also parts for that Tenere 700. So he's been a big part of my season, not racing specifically because I wear lighter weight stuff to go racing, but Adventure Spec, you guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. He's kept me warm as I ride and train during the colder months here. So thank you very much, Patrick. Thank you, Adventure Spec. You guys are rad. A huge shout out to Fly Racing for my gear. My Western Power Sports rep, Jason Ream, and Fly Racing gives me a set of gear every year. That's what I race in. I absolutely love Fly gear. Thank you guys so much. It's held up amazingly well. It's been a lot better than a lot of the other gear I've worn, so you guys, thank you so much. Another huge thank you has to go out to RK Tech and Kelsey. Kelsey, thank you so much for reaching out after seeing my videos and wanting to help me make my bikes run better. Thank you so much. You guys, I talk about it, probably the most of everything I talk about on my videos is how well these bikes run. The 125, the 300 are both feel like double that displacement almost. It's absolutely incredible. RK Tech heads are, I don't know, if you want performance motor-wise and you gotta ride a 2-stroke, that is the very first thing you should do. It is absolutely brilliant. I just cannot say thank you enough to Kelsey. I cannot speak highly enough about how those motors work. They're just absolutely amazing. And finally, but honestly, probably most importantly, I have to say a huge thank you to TBT Racing and Brady Metter out of Oklahoma. You guys have made both of these motorcycles work like magic carpets flying through the rocks and the trees. I honestly can say there's no way I would have had the results I had this season without your suspension. I just cannot say thank you enough to TBT and to Brady. It's the best suspension I've ever run. I've run suspension from all kinds of different companies. It's brilliant. It's amazing. It's also not the most expensive, and it's owned and run by the big company's owned by an amazing man, Travis Plateau, and each individual franchise is owned and run by an amazing person. The guy I use is Brady Metter. He is seriously one of my favorite people on earth, and I just can't say thank you enough to Brady and Travis and TBT. I'm super excited that we are going to become a TBT shop. I still don't know exactly when that's going to happen, but I'm really hoping it's soon. Travis is just waiting on some paperwork because he did some changes to the franchise agreements and things like that. But anyway, huge, giant, massive thank you to TBT Racing. You guys have made my season absolutely amazing. I've never had so much confidence on a motorcycle. I cannot thank you enough. And a huge thank you to all of you who are watching this on YouTube. You guys have changed my life. Honestly, this channel has changed my life. Being able to make a little bit of money here and just pour all my efforts into riding and racing and calling it a business expense and a write-off for taxes and all that stuff has been huge. So thank you, and thank you for your support. Thank you for all the shares, the likes, the subscribes, the comments, everything. Thank you guys so much. Huge thank you to all my patrons on Patreon. You guys have made a huge difference in how I'm able to operate, what I'm able to buy, what makes sense to buy and test. So thank you to all you guys on Patreon. If anybody here is not on there and they're interested in supporting us financially, there's a link in the description. If not, no big deal. But I just have to say a massive thank you to the patrons. You guys are huge. It makes a really, really big difference in my life. Guys, that's all I got. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for sticking with the kind of a funky video for me. It means a lot. I love you guys. You know what I'm going to say now. I hope you get out and spread the gospel of two wheels, and I desperately hope that what we're doing here at Highland Cycles is inspiring you guys to work on and get out and race your dirt bikes!
Mm-hmm.